Felix Mitchell, rise and fall of Oakland's drug kingpin. Felix Mitchell was a prominent figure in the Oakland drug trade during the 1970s and early 1980s. Mitchell was born on August 23, 1954. In Oakland, California, Mitchell rose to power as the leader of the 69 Mob, a drug organization named after 69th Avenue in East Oakland, where he operated. Known for his business acumen and ruthless tactics, Mitchell controlled a significant portion of the cocaine trade in the Bay Area. His rise to prominence coincided with the crack epidemic, which fueled his empire's growth and influence. Mitchell became notorious for his lavish lifestyle, including expensive cars and luxury homes, while maintaining a relatively low profile in the community. However, Mitchell's criminal activities eventually caught up with him. In 1985, he was convicted on charges of drug trafficking and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. He served his sentence at the United States Penitentiary in Marion, Illinois, where he continued to exert influence over his organization through intermediaries. Sandra Ávila Beltrán, the enigmatic reign of Mexico's Queen of Cocaine. Sandra Ávila Beltrán, also known as La Reina del Pacífico, the Queen of the Pacific, gained notoriety as one of Mexico's most prominent female drug lords. Born on October 15, 1960, in Mexico City, she became deeply involved in the drug trade, particularly in trafficking cocaine from Colombia to Mexico and the United States. Ávila Beltrán's rise in the drug trade was facilitated by her family connections to powerful drug cartels. She operated discreetly and gained a reputation for her ability to evade law enforcement for many years. Her luxurious lifestyle and elusive nature earned her the nickname the Queen of the Pacific. In 2007, Sandra Ávila Beltrán was arrested in Mexico City on charges related to drug trafficking and money laundering. She was extradited to the United States in 2012 and pleaded guilty to charges of conspiracy to traffic drugs. In 2013, she was sentenced to 70 months in prison, but due to time already served, she was released shortly thereafter and deported back to Mexico. The Cocaine Monarch, Miguel Rodríguez Orejuela's rise and fall. Miguel Rodríguez Orejuela was a pivotal figure in Colombia's drug trade. Miguel Rodríguez, born on August 15, 1943, in Cali, Colombia, alongside his brother, Gilberto, he co-founded the Cali Cartel, which became one of the most powerful drug trafficking organizations in history. Rodríguez Orejuela's criminal career began in the 1970s when the Cali Cartel shifted from smuggling marijuana to trafficking cocaine. Capitalizing on the growing demand in the United States, under his leadership, the cartel developed sophisticated smuggling routes and distribution networks, earning billions of dollars in revenue. Known for their low profile and business-like approach, the Cali Cartel focused on bribery and corruption to maintain operations. They diversified investments into legitimate businesses. Influencing Colombian society and politics significantly. In the 1990s, pressure from law enforcement and rival cartels intensified. Miguel Rodríguez Orejuela and his brother Gilberto were eventually captured in 1995 and extradited to the United States in 2005. Miguel pleaded guilty to drug trafficking charges and received a 30-year sentence, while continuing to wield influence from prison. José Santacruz Londoño, the untold story of the Medellín cartel mastermind. José Santacruz Londoño, also known as Chepe Santa Cruz, key figure in the Medellín cartel during the height of Colombia's drug trade in the 1980s. Born on October 1, 1943, in Quindío, Colombia, Santa Cruz Londoño played a pivotal role in establishing the cartel's operations and expanding its influence globally. Initially involved in petty crime, Santa Cruz Londoño rose through the ranks of the drug trade, becoming known for his business acumen and strategic leadership. He specialized in smuggling cocaine into the United States, where demand was rapidly growing. Under his leadership, the Medellín cartel became one of the most powerful and feared criminal organizations in the world. Santa Cruz Londoño was instrumental in developing innovative smuggling techniques, including the use of submarines and small aircraft to transport large quantities of cocaine. Despite his low-profile nature compared to other cartel leaders like Pablo Escobar, Santa Cruz Londoño wielded significant influence and wealth. He operated discreetly, evading capture for many years while expanding his network across South America and beyond. In 1995, José Santacruz Londoño was arrested in Brazil and later extradited to Colombia, where he faced numerous charges related to drug trafficking and murder. He was convicted and sentenced to prison, where he continued to exert influence within the criminal underworld.
Title: Marola, inside Brazil's infamous crime lord and the rise of the PCC.
Marcos Willians, Herbas Camacho, better known as Marola, is a notorious Brazilian criminal figure and former leader of the criminal organization Primeiro Comando da Capital, PCC. Born on September 16, 1968, in São Paulo, Brazil, Marola rose through the ranks of the PCC to become one of its most influential leaders. Marola's criminal career began in the 1980s, when he became involved in drug trafficking and organized crime in São Paulo. The PCC, founded in the early 1990s, quickly grew under his leadership, establishing control over prisons and expanding its influence to the streets of São Paulo and beyond. Under Marola's leadership, the PCC developed a reputation for its strict internal discipline, hierarchical structure, and violent tactics against rivals and authorities. The organization became one of Brazil's most powerful criminal groups, involved in drug trafficking, arms smuggling, and extortion. Marola's influence extended beyond the criminal underworld, as he became a central figure in Brazilian society and politics. His arrest in 2019 was a major milestone in Brazil's fight against organized crime, sparking debates about the effectiveness of the country's prison system and the challenges of combating powerful criminal organizations.